If you have a laptop and an internet connection and you have any sort of stick-to-itness at all, you could win a little award like this and you could make about $26,000 per month. That's actually exactly what I did. So about 18 months ago, I started helping local business owners with this one stupid simple automation, like literally stupid simple. I helped them do one thing. I helped them get reviews, right? Spoiler alert, right? And literally that created about $26,000 last month worth of recurring income. You can see here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a hype beast. I'm not another affiliate, HighLevel affiliate, or another professional YouTuber that gets you to sign up with their links or whatever and tells you can make $1 million overnight. No, not at all. This is actually pretty hard. But the good thing is it's actually super simple.
That was easy.
And I'm showing you exactly how I do it and how you can do it from a laptop as long as you have an internet connection. That's pretty much the only prerequisites. And if you're able to figure it out, you can create some semi-passive income to generate time freedom, location freedom. Now I travel the world in this truck. Just kidding, my cats would hate that, and I don't think my wife would like that very much either. But yeah, in this video, I'm gonna show you how big this opportunity is, how you can grab your little sliver of the market to get you $10,000 per month in semi-passive income eventually, how to set up clients, how to onboard them, how to get clients and get them to give you their card information, all that sort of stuff. We'll cover it in this video. Hope you enjoy. Just to kind of put this in perspective, in like 2014, 2015, 2016, dropshipping was so easy. This was like dropshipping back in the day when Facebook ads were cheap. There was very little competition. That's kind of what reputation management is. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry with some big players in the space, and we just want to grab our little section and sliver of $10,000 to $20,000 per month to create that time freedom, that location freedom that we all crave, right? But nowadays, the only thing people want to talk about is AI and AI agents and AI websites and smart websites and all this stuff, while sitting over here on the sidelines is this just reputation management. That's a massive multi-billion-dollar industry. You can see Podium did $219 million last year and started just as a reputation management company. So it's a great opportunity for a super simple business model, not easy, but super simple business model with less competition than all the other AI agents and all the stuff that local business owners are getting pitched every single day. So the great thing about this compared to like drop shipping or affiliate marketing or something like that is that it's a recurring service. So you set somebody up once and you get them started and they pay you month after month after month for an automated service. At this point, you're probably like, oh yeah, all that sounds great, but I don't know how to code. I don't know how to build automations. I don't know how to onboard clients. I don't know how to get access to their stuff. And that's where HighLevel comes in. So HighLevel has already spent tens of millions of dollars on a development team and hundreds of developers to build a software that just works out of the box, and we can put our logo on it. And so as someone who has gone through the process of trying to hire developers, make decisions, build your own custom software and all that stuff, it is hard. You have to make thousands of decisions that are going to affect all your users. And it's just like, you don't know what the right answer is. And if you make the wrong decision, then you're going to have to go back and fix the whole entire thing. The great part about HighLevel is that it works out the box. You don't have to make those decisions. And you can just set up a client in their own little sub account and just swap the logo out. And best part is too, that if you sign up with my link down below in the description, you'll get an extended 30-day trial instead of the 14-day trial. And you'll also get my template of all my workflows, all my email messages, all my text messages of what we do for our clients to actually get them these Google reviews. And so you can see HighLevel starts at $97 per month for 3 sub accounts. And then you can do $297 a month for unlimited sub accounts. And basically each one of your clients will live under a sub account. And once you get rock and rolling, you'll probably be able to set your clients up in 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how difficult their business is and if they had all their stuff in order. But you can see this graph is pretty popular. It just shows all the different features that they have. The key thing is we don't want to sell these features to business owners because they're going to get overwhelmed, right? You really want to, I just focus on reputation management. That's all I do. I just kind of dial in on reputation management. But the thing with selling all those features eventually is that if you can just get them in the door with reputation management, it's going to be a lot easier than upsell them into other things like websites or email marketing or website builders or stuff like that. I can already hear the keyboard warriors in the comments saying nobody would pay $100 to $300 a month for reviews. No one's going to pay you that, Clay. You're so stupid. Let me show you why I've had now 300 people pay me $100 to $300 a month in the past to help them get reviews. So here's this is a White Spark study. Did this in end of 2023. So 2024 study should be coming out soon. So it seems a little out of date, but it was really only like a year and a half ago. But basically you can see here they have the local ranking factors. So what actually contributes to you ranking in the map pack? So this map pack is like the money spot. This is where local businesses want to be. This is where you don't have to pay for the clicks or calls. You can see this is $31 for this keyword. So $31 if they click the link, probably a little bit more if they call. These people are paying good money. This is paid real estate, baby, right? This is also a paid map pack position. These three are organic, meaning they get free clicks, free calls, and a certain amount of consumers scroll past the ads anyways. So these people are like, they're in the money spot. This is where you're making money because you're getting free leads. You don't have to worry about paying for them, right? And so this little breakdown over here shows you what actually contributes to you ranking in the map pack and showing there. And so you can see we've got the primary Google business category. I can make another video on this stuff. But once we go down here, the number 6 one is a high numerical Google rating. So having a lot of Google reviews or having a high star rating. So 4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, etc. Number 8 is the quantity of native Google reviews with text. Okay, now we got 2 in the top 10 there, you can see. Number 13 is a sustained influx of reviews over time rather than bursts. So Google wants to see you get a couple reviews every week instead of get 100 reviews one week and then never get more reviews, right? Then you can also see recency reviews. So how recent are these reviews? They like a review that you got today a lot more than a review you got, a year ago or 2 years ago. And then we can see it keeps going. So we can see we've got more for reviews, keywords in native Google reviews. If I just do a search for reviews like this, let's see. You can see positive sentiment in the review text. You can see that means like people are saying positive things about the business in the actual text. Authority reviews from third-party sites, stuff like that. So you can see there's a lot of different, ranking factors in the top 20 and the top 30 that come down to your reviews. Depending on who you ask, reviews are anywhere from like 15 to 20% of your ranking. So you can see the local pack, the local map pack, 16% are based on review signals. And so some studies have that as high as 25, some studies have that as low as like 14 or 15. But either way, this is one simple process that a business owner can automate and take off their plate for $100 to $300 a month that can give them very high returns over the long run because those reviews are going to stay there forever instead of having to pay every single month for ads. And as soon as you quit paying for ads, as soon as you quit spending $1,000 or $2,000 a month on ads, it just stops, right? Those reviews are going to be there to stay and help you rank organically so you can get free leads without having to pay for it. And so the best part is for them, like they don't have to worry about, the SEO working or not. It's just like, did we get your reviews or not? And so our service is very black and white. That's why I was attracted to it in the beginning. Like, yeah, I get your reviews, you rank higher on Google, bada bing, bada boom. So if you're at all a logical person, you're probably like, okay, great, but show me how the sausage is made. Like, show me how it actually works. Like, let me see the inside. So that's what I'm about to do here. So once you create an account in HighLevel, this is the agency view. So this is where you can see all your clients, and you kind of have the high level, pun intended there, overview of all your clients, right? But when you get a new client, somebody says, yes, I want some reviews, and you want to set them up, all you'll do is you'll click on create a sub account. So once you do this, you're going to have my snapshot. So if you sign up with my link down below in the description, you'll get an extended 30-day trial. You'll get coaching calls with me. You'll get a whole bunch of free resources, but you'll also get the snapshot. So this snapshot has all the automations and everything built out already. So all you have to do is change a couple values, turn some buttons on, and that's it. And so all you'll do is you'll click on imported snapshots. You'll click on this snapshot that I gave you, and then you can search up the business. If you can't find their business when you search it here, then you can just add them manually, but let's just say that we did the best of New York. So we're going to choose this right here, and I'm going to put in some dummy information, and we'll create the account. So now that I got some dummy information in here, one thing to note is that this isn't going to create a user. It's not going to send them an email. This is just creating the account. This is just all the business information on their account. So we'll go ahead and add this sub account. And from there, it's going to take us to see where we can kind of manage the sub account at the agency level. So we can turn on rebilling. Basically what rebilling is, it allows you to rebill for all the expenses that your customers incur and stuff like that. But what we want to do is show you how to set up. So how to set up this account. So click on switch to sub account. It's going to take you out of the agency view and take you down into your client's sub account. So we're going to get granular here. And what you'll do is the first thing you want to do is you want to add them as a user, right? So you're going to get them on an onboarding call, a Zoom call normally, or if you're in person, that's even better, at a coffee shop or whatever. And you want to add them as a user. You're going to go to settings, you're going to go to my staff, and then you're going to click on add user here. You're going to click on add user here, and then from there you can add their email, their phone number. It'll allow them to generate a password, and they'll be able to log in. Once they log in, you want them to click on connect Google Business Profile. This is going to allow us to pull their Google reviews. This is going to allow us to respond to their Google reviews, to kind of get some insight into their business. And so also it's going to allow us to use all these Google reviews to post on their social media, grab their review link, all that stuff. And so once you connect the Google Business Profile, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go to the reputation section. You want to go to settings, and you'll want to grab your review link. So click on review link, you'll have it connected, and it's going to give you the Google review link. And then you're going to add that to the custom values that we'll go over later. But once you've connected their Google Business Profile, you want to go to contacts, and you want to add their previous customers. So you want to go to their CRM, their booking system. I have a video about a CRM integration, how to create a CRM integration and pull their contacts and all that stuff. Just look up CRM integration on my page or GHL connector. That will give you some ideas of how to do that. But you can just upload a spreadsheet of all their previous customers. And the first play we're going to do is a review reactivation. So we're going to get their previous customers from last year, 2 years, and we're going to reactivate them by adding them here via a CSV file and then uploading them to this workflow. And so to add them to this workflow is really simple. All you actually do is you just go to contacts, you select all the contacts, whatever, and you click here and just add them to the workflow. But in this automations, you can see this is we have 2 workflows for review requests. This is kind of in that snapshot. We have the reactivation message. So this is when we reactivate their previous customer list. So we're going back. And then we have the normal review request. So this is when we build an integration into their system. So that sounds scary. It's not too bad. There's lots of tools that make it easy, like Zapier, Make, Pabbly, GHL connector, all that stuff makes it pretty easy. Basically, all that means is, let's say they use Jobber or they use an invoicing system or QuickBooks or something like that to invoice their clients. We just want to get plugged in with that so that when they get a new customer, it sends the information automatically into HighLevel and we can automatically request the review. And so you can see like this review request workflow, people will automatically be added via tag, so you don't have to do anything. It checks whether they left a review or not. And you can see I have sticky notes explaining all this, and I have like an 8-hour video on YouTube explaining all this. But it sends a text message, it sends an email, and then it sends a dynamic number of follow-ups based off of what you set at the custom value level. And so from there, all you have to do is go to reputation, go to settings, go to reviews AI, turn on auto responses. So you can create an agent. You can create an agent that has a particular tone on how they want to respond to their reviews, or you can start from scratch and kind of add your own tone to it, which is really neat. So now we're not requesting reviews for customers, we're responding to reviews for customers. The last thing is repurposing these reviews. So with that, you can use these widgets. So they have these beautiful review widgets that look pretty good. When they get a review, they can display this on their site. They can get this code, embed this code on their site, and then you'll be able to see all the reviews that are on their website. And the last thing is just we can turn these reviews into social media posts. They'll click here, connect their Facebook, connect their Instagram, and then boom, click on post reviews. It'll automatically post all their 5-star reviews with the photos they wanted to upload, their colors, all that stuff. And so that's kind of how you set them up. The brain of this sub account, kind of how you change everything, is through this custom value. So that's how I've engineered it on the snapshot side of things. Basically, all you have to do to onboard a client is click those buttons to turn stuff on, get them to upload their customers, hopefully create a CRM integration. Once again, I have plenty of videos on that. And then you just come in here and you upload the values. So their Google review link, their logo link, their personalized image, their name of their business, all that stuff, how many times you want to request a review. So it's basically like, how many times do you want to follow up, all that sort of stuff. I know how many times you should follow up, how many times you request a review. This how many review requests I meant to say is that this basically is monitoring how many review requests they're sending out. And if they don't send out the threshold that you want them to send out, boom, it's going to notify you and them and say, hey, we need more contacts, because this business is very contact dependent. If we don't get contacts from their CRM or something, or from a spreadsheet, or they email us their new customers, we can't get them reviews because we're texting and emailing these people to get reviews. And so that's a great way to get notified. And one thing that's really easy too, like I said, integrations. If they use QuickBooks, bada bing, bada boom, click on integrations. You can go to Wave, QuickBooks, whatever here, and then just click on connect, and then boom, you're connected. And so that's really, really, really simple, which is great. So that's how you onboard them. All right, so now let's talk about getting customers. This is what's going to be the difference between you quitting and just this be some side hustle that you started and stopped and never actually give a good shot, and actually turning this into some life-changing semi-passive income, maybe $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 per month on the side. And once again, this is hard. It's simple. It's not easy, right? But getting these customers, this is the exact playbook that I followed. Here are the scripts. Here's everything that I did to get my first customers. And so your first 10 customers, what I recommend is go with your outreach. Go with a warm outreach to your network so we can get proof, not profit. So I've gone over this diagram 100 times, I feel like, but this is what I did. Like this is exactly what I did. I wouldn't tell y'all something I didn't do. And I could just sell y'all on, you need to run cold email and give you my affiliate link for instantly or whatever, but for a cold email tool. But no, this is actually what I did. And this is actually what got me my first 10, 50, 100 customers. So I want to walk through it with you. But the first thing is to get proof, not profit. So don't worry about payment. Don't worry about card on file. Don't worry about anything. You want to reach out to your network and basically say this. So pause it, screenshot this. You're basically just saying, hey, do you know anybody who would be interested in reviews? And you want to break the ice with them first. Be a human. I was reaching out over text, email, and DM just to your network, right? The next thing is once you have the proof. So once you set these first people up, this should get you 5 to 10 customers here, depending on how big your network is. It might be bigger, it might be smaller. Once you have just like, hey, I helped Little Johnny's Plumbing go from 20 reviews to 160 reviews. And here's a screenshot of the before and after. Here's a review the business owner left me. Here's a video testimonial. If you can get that, that'd be great. Now you want to use that, leverage that in your location to get more customers. So if that's a local customer, that's even better, because now there's a business that they probably have heard of before that you helped go from X to go from A to B and help them get more reviews. And also, if you're reaching out to people locally, you'll have some trust. So when you're getting started, you've got very little trust because you're a brand new business and they don't know you, they don't trust you. You're probably, you might be a younger person, you might be someone that's just new to marketing, whatever. And so you have to figure out how to get this person to trust you to pay you money or give you a card on file, whatever, right? And so if you reach out to people locally, you can sit next to them face to face, or you can go to a coffee shop, buy them lunch, buy them coffee, or you can just sit on a Zoom and y'all can just talk about common places you have in common. Like, I think y'all go to the same church, same schools, whatever. That's going to build so much trust compared to somebody across the country, right? They're not going to care too much about you, but you might be able to build a little more common ground if you reach out to people locally. And so from there, you want to use that proof to now get profit. So now you can worry about maybe just do free trials, so 14-day free trial, 30-day free trial, whatever, maybe get a card on file. And I was doing cold outreach to local businesses through text, email, and DM. So, I was sending 50 to 100 a day for 3 to 6 months. And the script I used here was basically like, hey, I live in your city name. Go to their Google business profile, report one of their bad reviews, and say, hey, I reported this review for you. It's really easy to report a review. Just like click on the 3 dots and it reports it. All right. People are crazy. So we're trying to sit on their side of the table here and say, oh, people are crazy. That's ridiculous. I reported for you, so hopefully they'll take it down. So you're basically trying to like build a little goodwill and say, hey, I'm already doing some work. I'm already trying to help your business grow. I'm actually looking for feedback on the system I built that helps local business owners get more reviews. Can I buy you coffee sometime to set it up for you free of charge? So very low barrier to entry offer. We're letting them know we're local because we're saying, hey, I live in the city area and I'd love to buy them coffee. So that script worked really well for me. That got me to 30, 35, 40 customers-ish. And then last thing is using that proof to scale. So doing this kind of cold outreach in your local area and doing that at scale with ads. So that's how I went from about 40 to about 60 or 70 or 80 customers. I don't really remember, but I just remember that I got like 30 or 40 customers in 2 months, and it was crazy. All I was doing was I was basically doing the same script, but I was doing it in an ad. I was like, hey, I live around here. I help business go from X to Y. I'd love to do the same thing for you for free. And this way you don't have to send all the messages out. People start to recognize you. When you're doing it locally, you can call out the area. I live in Destin, Florida. I live in Atlanta. Buckhead would probably be a better one, like a smaller subset. You want to use a smaller area if you live in a really big city. That way it actually is a potent call out and gets their attention. But from here, I was able to get to like 70 or 80 customers just with local ads in an area that only has about 15 to 20,000 year-round residents. And so, not a massive area. So if you live in an area with 100,000 or 200,000 people, you're chilling. You have plenty of time. You probably get to 200 customers just in your local area. And it'll start to spread out with word of mouth and stuff like that. But this has really got the word of mouth ball rolling for me, because then after that, now about half my customers have come from word of mouth. And so this is kind of how I get started, how I'll start getting your first customers. And I want to let y'all know, I don't want to be like those YouTubers or other high-level affiliates out there that just tell you can make $10,000 a month overnight. It's so easy, so amazing, great. I want to tell you that this is hard. It's a simple business, but it's not easy, right? Just to illustrate that point, I want to show you mutual.io. You know what mutual.io was? It was the first version of Review Harvest. I started like 3 years ago, and then I quit it for like a whole year because I didn't actually give it the time of day because it's hard, right? Like I struggled to get customers. I struggled to get people's card on file. I struggled to set it up and actually get people reviews because I didn't know what I didn't know, right? And, I spent an ungodly amount of time on this infographic that really never did anything. I think I probably sent it to a couple people. And so just let you know, like during this video, your emotions might be high. You're like, oh, this is so exciting, great. And it totally is possible. And I give all the training, I give everything away possible so that you can get your own results. I already have people in the community. If we go to our wins, we have people booking meetings, 4 clients this week alone. First free trial customer, ATP approval. That's basically getting your phone numbers verified and stuff like that. Facebook ad wins, got my first client, 23 clients on board. You can see people are getting results. But you can see, like Connor said it best, it takes time and effort and a lot of earning. It took him 7 months to get to 23 clients. But imagine you probably might have already spent 4 years at college getting, just an education that when you leave, you might be able to get a job paying you $40,000, $50,000 a year, depending on your degree. Obviously, if you have a legit degree, you're good. But if you really truly build this can start to create some semi-passive income for you. And it is difficult. I just want to be realistic with you. I just want to make sure expectations are set properly. But if you are interested in getting started with HighLevel, maybe starting to make some semi-passive income, using HighLevel to help local business owners achieve some sort of outcome, feel free to sign up with my link down below in the description. I don't really hide anything, right? I give everything away in here. I pour thousands of hours into this community. You can see really quickly how active I am. So you can see I'm very active. I've been active. I got a 30-day streak going. So every day I'm in this community answering people's questions, helping people out. In here, you'll have 4 coaching calls a week, 1 with a Facebook ads expert, 3 with me, where I'll meet you where you are and help walk you through whatever challenge you're going through. And then we have step-by-step training. So day 1 through day 7. On day 7, you'll have your first client. You'll have everything set up and walk through the whole entire thing. Don't really hide anything back. So if you like this video, feel free to watch a 9-hour video that I posted that goes over this whole entire course. You just don't get the templates and stuff up next. And I'd love to see you in the community soon. Peace.